ClaretsTV speaking to Chelsea manager Robbie Simpson after the draw against Hampton this afternoon. Robbie, what was your thoughts after that one?
We had moments in the first half where we looked good and some of the stuff we worked on really came off, and then we had some really naive moments and made some bad decisions at times. We're not quite there yet with our core fundamentals of, if someone was to describe what kind of team we are. We've got three things we want to be, and we're not quite there on any of them yet, to be honest with you. But we'll get there. But we have to get there quickly. Second half, we started off a lot better, but then they had one moment where they looked dangerous, and it seemed to affect us, and we went back into our shells a little bit. And then the subs made a real difference, I thought. Full credit to them. They came on, gave us a bit of a spark. Osman got their left back sent off with a good bit of a no-touch turn, as it were. And we were in the real ascendancy, and the final pass or the final shot just wasn't quite coming off for us, and I was thinking I was going to rue that it was just be a case of that final little bit just didn't go for us. But we scored a great goal, great delivery from Blackie, great header from Heidi, who I thought did well all day. And I think, to sum up us as a group at the minute, with how I want us to look, I would expect my team to grab that ball out of the net, sprint back to the halfway line with 10 minutes left against 10 men, and send a message to everybody in the whole stadium: we are winning this game. Where I felt like we spent a bit too long celebrating. I know it's our first goal of the season at home. I know the fans were obviously happy with the goal going in. I know it's Heidi's first goal, and we've got a lot of new players. But that isn't us. That isn't what I want us to be. We need to be relentless with everything. Even if we'd have gone 1-0 up like that in the first 10 minutes, I still want us to grab the ball, get back, and send a message to everybody: we want to score again and put the game to bed. So that's just one example of sort of the fundamentals of what I expect my team to look like on the pitch, and I want the team to reflect me on the pitch, really, and represent me. And at the minute we're falling short in a few areas, and I can give them excuses. I can give them they're a new group, that it's their age, etc. But sooner or later it's got to come. You know, you've got to see signs of it. And when we will get there, they will get there. And when we do get there, then we can look to build on the way we want to play. But there's no point doing that until we've got the core values of what we want our team to represent on the pitch. So yeah, we're getting there. I think the most important thing today was we didn't lose, because teams that have success never lose back-to-back, or rarely lose back-to-back football matches. So that was really important, and I'm really proud of the players that, even though perhaps that final little bit wasn't working for us with the ball, they stuck at it and kept going, and deservedly got a goal. I think the draw is probably a fair reflection of the game in fairness, and we need to realise that that's not good enough. We want to win games at home. We're building, we'll get there.
It's sort of a reverse of last week, wasn't it? The opposition went in front in the first half, and then the substitutions for us changed the game. Like Slough's subs last week changed the game, and one of those was Osman Foy, made a real impact on the right hand side. Yeah,
delighted to finally get Osman over the line. I think it's from before pre-season it was on the cards. It was just a matter of time. Ipswich wanted to keep him around in the first team for pre-season, and obviously their season started today, so that allowed him to be with us. We weren't quite sure whether he was going to be registered in time, and then there was a debate about whether he was carrying a suspension or not, but we got news about midday today that he'd actually served that suspension, so he was all good to go to be involved. And yeah, I thought he made a real impact when he came on. And just touching on your point there, I think every single side or every single manager has mentioned how it was a game of two halves last week, and obviously maybe this week, but it certainly was a little bit again today. I thought it was a pretty even game all round today. They had their moments, we had ours, but we need to grasp, or the players need to grasp what we expect the team to look like on the pitch, and once they do, I'm sure we'll fly, because we've got some very, very good footballers.
And there was another loan signing on Thursday, Sam Gale, coming straight into the team today. How do you think he did?
I thought he did excellently. I thought he gave us something different to our back line that was certainly missing. I thought he covered really well. He talked really well, which was key for us. And he'll be a good player. I know Gillingham think really highly of him. So yeah, we're really pleased to get him in, and I thought he had a good debut.
And you actually placed Jake Hyde. Didn't score in pre-season, but that was a brilliant header.
It was, and that's what he thrives off. We need to make sure we get in positions where we can deliver good quality balls into the box. I know it was a set piece today, but from open play as well. I thought Sam actually delivered a few lovely balls from the left. Our quality from the right maybe wasn't as good, but we need to work the team up the pitch to get in wide areas to deliver crosses, because if we do, that's what Heidi thrives off.
We've got back-to-back home games Monday night here against Tunbridge. They started off decently with a win and a draw, so it'll be a tough game Monday.
Yeah, it will. It'll be a new experience for a lot of our players. Obviously, players that have been with us previously will know what it takes and how to recover their bodies to be able to go full tilt again on Monday. We had 3 games in pre-season with only 1 day's rest in between for this. To get the players used to only having 1 day's recovery in between games. So we had 3 games. So they should feel really confident in their own bodies that they've done that in pre-season. And the third game was a real tough one against MK Dons, where there was a lot of running involved. So they should be really confident in their fitness that they can do it and go full tilt on Monday night.
Okay, well done to see my first point on the board this season. We'll look forward to more on Monday.
Thanks, Ben.